I'm Kyle Forman. I'm a public information officer for the Grant County Sheriff's Office in Washington State. We're speaking tonight about a shooting that happened at the campground at the Gorge Amphitheater near George Washington. The concert this evening or this weekend is the Beyond Wonderland Electronic Dance Music Festival. That was going on in the venue, which is several hundred yards away from where the shooting happened, which was in the campground on the opposite side of the venue. The shooting happened about 8:23 p.m. where there was a report of shots fired from people in the crowd. The shooter then walked away from where the incident happened. Law enforcement moved into the area to try to track him down. The shooter continued to shoot randomly into the crowd, and the suspect was eventually taken into custody. We have casualties. We now can confirm that there have been 2 people killed, and there are 3 injured, which includes the shooter. Now, in Washington State, we have some laws that prevent me from expanding more on details. I'm not trying to be evasive. I'm limited to what I can speak about in Washington State. But I will be happy to answer questions. If I can answer your questions, I'll be happy to do that. The concert continued on while the operation was going on in the venue. There was a mass notification sent countywide to avoid the venue and that there was a shooting that happened, also giving guidance to people who were in the area to either run, hide, or fight, and to avoid the Gorge Amphitheater due to the hazard that was going on. So, are there any questions I can answer for you if I can?
Do you have any information on the name and age of the shooter?
The question is, do we have any information on the name and age of the shooter? That has not been released yet, and that will probably be released. That will be released later on after the investigation is underway.
And what are the age ranges of the victims?
I don't have age ranges on the victims.
Do you know what type of weapons were used?
I do not know what type of weapons were used, and those will also be investigative pieces that will have to be disclosed later on. I can't disclose those right now.
Does this appear to be premeditated?
We don't know what the motives were or what the intentions were of the shooter, and we'll have to wait and see if we can find that information out later on. Okay, we will continue to update our Facebook page. The handle is Grant Co. Sheriff on Facebook. We'll provide any information that we can disclose as we get it, and as we get it verified. You can get that information there, and we'll continue to update that through the course of this. And if there will come a time where we have to pass the investigative information on to the State of Washington's Office of Independent Investigations, which is a branch of government that is an independent investigative group that investigates officer-involved shootings in Washington. So you will be hearing from them here in the coming days. Okay, thank you very much.